Hey everyone, this is Tim, and I hope you're doing well. I am in Sapporo, Japan, and in full tourist mode. Normally, I don't go to too many tourist attractions, but what the heck, playing tourist here as I should. I got a chance to visit the Sapporo television tower and went up the elevator to get a good view of the city from way up above. Gorgeous panoramic views, 360 degrees all the way around. And usually when I'm traveling, it's the friends such as Lois who suggest the cultural activities, from the museum to the art to just to expand the horizon. And you and Lois would be happy to know that I actually paid a visit to a museum here in Sapporo because they have a beer museum, the Sapporo Beer Museum. And if you go, make sure you go early or make sure you have a reservation for one of their premium tours. I didn't go too early, but I got a chance to visit on their free tour, which was pretty amazing. They don't allow video, but they do allow some pictures, which I did snap a few, and an enlightening tour of the museum with the history of the Sapporo beer. That brings us to the tasting hall, and after a few flights of beers, I was off to the gift shop. These are Pringles, scallop and soy flavored Pringles. I can't wait to give them a try, and just exploring the city and visiting the tunnels of shops. Pretty nice. Some arcades, some carny games. And now that the sun has set or is about to set, I can't wait to try the foods of Sapporo, what they're known for. And I know they are known for crabs, a lot of different types of crabs. So I can't wait to give it a try, and it gets even better because what better way to sample the different crabs than at a buffet where they have unlimited amounts of crab. But there is a catch, and while it's unlimited crab, there is a time limit of a tight 70 minutes. So I arrived a bit early so that we can do some reconnaissance. This is Den Buffet. Come on, let's go in and check it out. In Japan, to find good restaurants, you go up, and it's on the 3rd floor, and we ascend to seafood goodness. So it's kind of nice to come in and see some wildlife, and we are just about to get our table. Oh, thank you so much. Here. This is beautiful table. Thank you so much. So nice to get a table, and we are under a little bit of time pressure, but I did do a little bit of reconnaissance. So they have a wall of ocean behind which all the buffet items are displayed. Beautiful tempura and sushi, and of course all the crab, from the snow crab to my favorite, the king crab, and also Hokkaido specialty, the chestnut crab. I can't wait to give that a try. And this is interesting because at the buffet, you have to make a choice between shabu shabu, which is like a hot pot, or a grill. I chose the hot pot, and they are quite efficient. It's already boiling. And on that section is a section equipped with the grills for all the grilled seafood. But I think time is running out. Come on, let's go check out the buffet. So I am sprinting a little bit, and here we go. Right, so I got the plate, and look at all this goodness. These are some of the appetizers. So we've got some chicken, and we have a little bit of carpaccio, and my favorite salad, the potato. And this is a bit of curry potato salad, a little bit of spice to make things pretty nice. But we need to accompany that with the carpaccio salad, and a little bit that fell onto the table. That's okay, 100-second rule. A little bit of steamed chicken. There we go. And a Hokkaido specialty sukiyaki tofu. Definitely go for one of those. Nice and fatty tofu. Actually, not fatty tofu, fatty pork, I believe. This is a tofu stew that I would like. And this is fried chicken Japanese style. And this is the beginning of a beautiful section, the fried section, with all the tempuras. All right, we'll start with the fried chicken. Number 1. And 2, and this is something called chikuya tempura. Not sure what that is. but it'll be fun to give it a try. And this is the shrimp tempura, mounds of shrimp. So we'll just go for a little bit, maybe 2, and 1 calamari that looks like an onion ring. And moving on, let's see, some nice fatty roasted pork over here to conserve room with some grainy mustard. And the sushi of tuna, sushi of flatfish, and salmon sushi. Oh, and this is interesting. In Japan, they have the California roll as well. And look at this, rice, which is a Hokkaido specialty as well. And look at this soup. I think it is soup of crab. All right, and finally we get to the crab section, but this is not crab. These are scallops. And here we go. These are the chestnut crabs, shrimp, more chestnut crab. Can't wait to give that a try. And finally, look at all this magnificent king crab and the snow crab. So I gotta be a little bit strategic here. I'm gonna skip the sardines or the mackerel, and I'm gonna skip the squid, but definitely going for the scallops. Let's see, just a couple. Can't wait to try the hairy crab or the chestnut crab. And its better half. And these king crab are ginormous. Oh, look at this. I'll grab a couple and some more. So there's still a few more stations to go. The shabu shabu, the hot food stations, or the live stations. But my plate is filling up with all this seafood. All right, so time is of the essence, and this is what I have so far. I did go for the crab soup, and I did get the rice and all these appetizers, and this is the tofu stew, and of course, the seafood. But I also made a stop at the bar to get a beer, and this is the most wonderful beer that fills from the bottom up, no foam, and hope it doesn't leak. Cheers to you. And let's get started. We can go for the fried chicken first. Good fried chicken, very flavorful and crispy coating, and juicy chicken inside. And maybe because of timing, let's start combining a few things. A little bit of chicken, on top of which goes the potato salad, topped with the carpaccio of tuna and salmon. Let's give this a try. All right, 3 bites in one. Not bad. That curry and the potato salad is actually really nice with a little bit of sashimi and a little bit of protein at the bottom. Finally, a little bit of that stew of tofu and fatty pork together. That is absolutely wonderful. That fatty pork is rendered beautifully, and the meat, the pork meat, is nice and soft, and the custardy tofu as well. Enough of the appetizers. Let's go for the seafood. So these are the scallops, and I'm regretting not getting the grill, but that's okay. I think we can cook them in the hot pot. I think we'll just throw one in and throw another one in. Give it just a bit. I don't want them overcooked. So we'll take them out. And scallop number 2. Let's give them a try. A little bit of sauce. Very nice. Scallop is barely cooked, a little bit translucent, but not bad. But I think we definitely need to go for the king crab. And I'm so glad they give you equipment here. So, nice pair of scissors. And we'll give them a cut. Oh my goodness, look at that. Just comes off. There's a little bit of a filament here. But luscious king crab. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous king crab. Just a little bit of sauce. And excuse the use of the fingers. With a limited amount of time, there's no room for manners. Oh, nice and sweet and succulent. King crab really is a favorite. Mm. Let's try that hairy crab. I keep calling it hairy crab because it's supposed to be called a chestnut crab, but it is a bit hairy. Let's give that a try. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go for what they call the crab fat. Just a little. Very good. Chock full of cholesterol goodness and a little bit of sauce. And now for the meat. All right. Have to clean this off a little bit. And beautiful lumps of crab meat. But it does take some patience. Let's give that a try. Nice and sweet and a lot of crab meat, but it does take time. So I think I'm going to have these sparingly. But I'm definitely going to go for more of the king crab. I'm going to finish this up really quickly and go for round 2 and 3 with the shabu shabu. But time is running out, so I'm going to do this really, really quick. Cheers. So round 1 was really good. And that tempura that I didn't think I know what it was, I think that was squid. And that crab soup was really good, light and delicate. But I think time is running out. It does take a bit of time to film. So I think I'm gonna go for the shabu shabu round and also the desserts at the same time. Let's grab a plate. Oh, hi there. Can I get a noodle? All right, and a little bit of toppings. Some green onions, some fatty pork, and a little bit of bamboo lettuce. And you know what goes good with ramen? King crab. Okay, so we are moving to the shabu shabu station, but I think I'm just gonna skip the veggies and go for the meats. So these are the fatty beef, and look at that amount of fat there. A little bit of beef. And a little bit of streaky pork, bacon uncured right over there, and a little bit of chicken in spherical form right there. I think I gotta go for dessert just to conserve time. So we have some little plates for some little desserts, and this looks absolutely amazing. And no worries about the size because we can go for desserts over and over again, time permitting. A little bit of green and some yellow, some pink, and some chocolate. But one cannot live on square desserts alone. One must go for some round ones. See, oh, they are sticky right over here. And this looks like a red bean. And there's more, and it does get busy here. Okay, so moving on, I believe these are little mochis. Mochi 1 and mochi 2. Not sure what these are. Give that a try right here. And they are absolutely sticking. Maybe a little bit of brown sugar syrup right on here to make it extra sweet. And that is my dessert. So round 2 and the rest, I don't think I have too much time. So I'm gonna throw everything into the hot pot. Perfect. And to multitask, while that is cooking away, I've got the ramen. All right, let's give it a try. All right, looking really good, fresh made. I'm slurping as hard as I could, but ramen and the broth is really nice. I don't think I've had a first bowl of ramen here in Tokyo yet. I've been having the ones from 7-Eleven and they were good, but this is nice and fatty. And our beef is almost done. All right, let's give some of this a try. This is reminiscent of the ramen. Instead of noodles, you have beef. a little bit too much. I am under pressure. Mm. It's a bit of a chew. So I'm gonna finish off the ramen with an extra helping of king crab. But before leaving you, I gotta try the dessert. This is the green tea square. Oh, that is so soft and delicate. While it has the earthy green tea taste, it's got a citrusy note to it that balances out perfectly. Mm. If I have time, I would go for more of those. But let's try the round one right over here. Oh, that is pretty good. Some pink sticky rice, and it actually does taste like pink. And I think those is inside is a red bean paste. Very nice, not too sweet. Mm, very good. So I think I'm gonna stop filming and finish up all this food. And if there's time, I'm gonna go for a couple of extra rounds. But again, this is kind of a pressure speed eating buffet here in Sapporo Den Buffet. I think it's about $60 or maybe actually about $45, $50 US. Unlimited crab, the chestnut crab, the snow crab, and the king crab, which is my favorite. I wouldn't go for the chestnut crab, too much work. So thank you so much for joining, and a really nice place here. And I think a little bit of beer. And this buffet is quite the sprint. Thank you so much again. Until we see each other again, I hope you're eating well. I hope you're traveling well. Take care of each other, and God bless to you and yours. Bye-bye. Oh, more people. So it was quite nice. In the end, I got a few more minutes, and I just needed to emphasize how good the ramen is with the king crab and that mystery dessert with a sugar syrup. While really hard to pick up, absolutely delicious, and really grateful for the good folks at Den Buffet giving me extended time, even though they were crazy busy.